Bonjour, I got Mathieu here. Today we'll do together a zughetti dish with zucchinis. It's beautiful, delicious, and it's made in 10 minutes. Ready? We'll use a spiralizer, and we simply take a zucchini, and I cut the end here, goes into the spiralizer here, push, and then we simply turn it like that, and the noodles come out very nicely, just like that. It's such a fun dish to do, and you know, if you have company that is coming last minute, it's a perfect dish to do, because they can help you as well. It's fun. We put the noodles on the plate here, just like that. And the next step, oh, and let's leave the plate here. The next step is we put the alfalfa, just a little bit like this. There we go. And next we'll do the strip, the flat noodles, and we put the dill nut cheese on it. Or your sauce, you know, a spread that you have at home. The key is really that the spread is thick, not too runny. I set my mandolin at the lowest setting. There we go. And I'll show you why in a second. So what's important with the noodles is they have to be, it's like a ribbon. You see, they have to be not break when you roll. So they must be supple like I have now. So I have about 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 5. I need 6 noodles is a good for a you know, the medium-sized dish. If you have company and you know, you can always put more spread on the table if they want more of the spread, just like that. And then we use the dill nut cheese. And as I was saying, the dill nut cheese is one that should be thicker, so that when you spread, it doesn't like kind of run out. It stays on the noodle. As you can see, what I'm doing, it stays very nicely there on the noodle. It's a dish that you must prepare just before you serve. Don't prepare the dish in advance, because as you know, the zucchini have a high content of water, and so if you prepare it too early, it's going to become soggy. So you prepare it, you eat it. That's why I'm saying maybe you want to put your guests to work or your family to work, and then help you in doing that. Because it's so nice when it's fresh, right? Rather than being made ahead of time. And not that it cannot be made ahead of time. It's possible too. Then you have to put the noodles, the noodles, you have to put them on the paper to absorb the water. And then, as you see, I rolled the zucchini. Now I'm cutting them. I'm using a serrated knife so that when I cut the sauce, because I don't have to press, it's a serrated knife, you kind of cut through easily, and then the sauce doesn't come out at the end of the noodles. Then we put on the plate here, like that. So you can group them in group of 3 or 4. It's nice to put them around. There we are. Clean my bowl. So you see you have them on your plate now. And the next thing to do is to prepare the color that comes after, and it's the butternut squash. I love the butternut squash. Look at the color. It's so beautiful. And you know, you've seen, right? The butternut squash, this sort of thing. So yeah, you peel it so you have this very bright color inside. Then I use a julienne peeler, and I'm going very lightly so that it's the julienne are very thin and they remain very you know, soft to eat. If you go too deep, then they'll be just too hard. They'll be more like a stick and harder to eat. And then what we do, bring my plate back here. You take your butternut squash and just like think of throwing a cushion on the couch. You put it on, but don't organize it so that it's, you know, it's like it falls freely on your dish. Okay. Next thing, I use the bell pepper. It could be that you have at home, a red and a yellow. I like that because right now on our dish we have orange already. So red and yellow is good. Green peppers are not ripe. That's why people don't digest them well. I don't know of a fully grown green pepper that is actually a ripe pepper. They're not ripe. You'll also notice that when you buy them at the store, they're less expensive. That's why they're not ripe. So they're less time in the garden, and they travel without, they're not as fragile, of course, to travel because they're not ripe, so they're a harder pepper, just like the bananas that are green, right? And as you can see, I cut strips, and then I cut it, you know, quite finely, and then what I call this, it's like confettis, and it's so nice to put on the dish. Again, just gonna move and bring my dish back here on my board. You can see what I'm doing with that. So you see, you just leave it to fall freely and decorate your plate. It's nice to have a few here on the side. And there you are. You got your dish ready. Like I said, it's quick, so you can have family, friends. You know, it's such a fun thing to do. It's delicious. Zucchini is very satiating, lots of water, so it's a great vegetable to eat. Not fattening. And yes, I know there is the dill nut cheese that is made with almonds and macadamia nuts, but it's good fat for your brain. And oh boy, the fat won't store in your brain, but the fat that the brain needs will go to the brain, which is highly needed. So you enjoy, and we'll see you soon for another demonstration of making food like this. And you'll really get to see how easy and quick it is to make living food, raw food, eating fresh food, and good for you. Have a great night.